Hi, boys and girls. I'm going to read you the story Skeleton Meets the Mummy by Steve Metzger. This is a level 1.5, and you can take the AR quiz number 140719. Skeleton Meets the Mummy. Sammy couldn't wait to go trick-or-treating. He didn't even need a costume because he's a skeleton. Not so fast, his mother called. Sammy stopped with a click and a clack. I need you to bring this thermos of hot soup to Grandma Bones. There's a chill in the air tonight. But Mom, Sammy said, Derek is waiting for me. It's just a short walk through the woods, said his mother. You'll still have plenty of time to get candy with your friend. Okay, Sammy said. He took the soup and stepped out into the Halloween night. It's kind of dark, Sammy thought, as he slowly walked through the woods. Oh, look at how scary that would be by yourself. Flip, flap. Something flew past Sammy's head. Oh, it's only a bat, he thought. Whoosh, swoosh. Sammy froze with a shake and a rattle. Oh, it's only the wind, he thought. I'm glad he hasn't dropped that soup. Eek, creak! Sammy saw a monster. Oh, it's only a tree, he thought. Scritch, scratch. Sammy heard the crunching of leaves. Something was following him. Sammy walked faster. Scritch, scratch. It was right behind him. What is it? Sammy wondered. He was afraid to look. Sammy started to run. Scritch, scratch. It was still right behind him. Sammy looked back and saw a mummy! Look at he dropped the can of soup or the soup for his Grandma Bones. Click, clack, Sammy ran as fast as he could. But the mummy ran fast too. Scritch, scratch. The mummy was getting closer and closer and closer. Oh. Huff, puff, huff, puff. Sammy was tired of running. Sammy was tired of being afraid. Flippity flap, flippity flap. Sammy heard a flapping sound coming from the mummy. And then he had an idea. Sammy turned around and grabbed the loose piece of cloth and pulled with all his might. He pulled and pulled and pulled. The mummy spun and spun and spun. Sammy couldn't believe it. The mummy wasn't a mummy at all. It was his friend Derek. You scared me, Sammy exclaimed. Oh, well, it is Halloween, said Derek. And now that I've tricked you, it's time to get some treats. Okay, Sammy said. But before we start, I have to go see my grandmother. I'm glad he didn't forget about the soup for Grandma. Don't you mean your grandmummy? Derek joked. Yeah, said Sammy. Race you there. Click, clack, click, clack. And that's the story Skeleton Meets the Mummy by Steve Metzger. Happy reading, and don't forget to take your AR quiz. Goodbye.